Good morning, everybody. I hope you're well. My name is Jerome, and I am the Sane Realist. Quick news update in case you did not know. Somebody has sabotaged the Nord Stream 2 pipeline. It is no longer delivering gas to Germany. That is horrifying because pretty much Germany and the rest of the whole area of Europe depend upon the energy that comes through that pipeline, and they're already facing critically high energy prices. So look forward to bad news from Europe. I pray that they're able to repair the pipeline, get things flowing again. They're still going to have off-the-hook energy prices, but that would be better. I'm going to entitle this video, "This is How It Starts." Because there's a whole bunch of Hasidic Jewish people in this neighborhood. It's like a giant community of them. There's probably 300 or 400 of them. And they're very, keep to themselves. You can tell they're separate from the rest of everything because of the way they dress and the nature of their being, the fact they have big giant families, they don't get divorces. They have an integral community where they're supporting each other. It's really beautiful. They're kind of living what the American dream used to be, with the united family and working hard and all the values that go along with that. So good for them. And I was thinking to myself, how in the world, why would anybody hate these people? They're such good people. And so I decided to do a little search, and Jordan Peterson pointed out some very important things. He said, well, you can look at Auschwitz, or you can look at the time in Germany in the 30s and 40s, and say to yourself, well, I wouldn't have done that. I wouldn't have been part of the secret police. I wouldn't have turned my neighbors in, let alone my family. And, well, you may be right. But, I looked into it. I discovered that, man, the government and societal powers combined in Russia at the time, with the media, by the way, and in Nazi Germany. That's how that happened. What it was is they started by segregating people into groups and having one group be, good for the country, and the other group is basically demons who are out to destroy the nation and its people. This is embarrassing, isn't it? This thing on my face. I'm going to get that removed soon. So, basically, the media and the government, at the behest of the government, basically demonized, 50% of the population, anyway, in Russia and in Germany later. Stalin did it. He started out by basically just picking one group and demonizing them, and he ended up spreading that to different races, different ethnicities. If you weren't of a certain exact correct Russian nature, well, you got deported, basically. They would just send people into the wastelands. And millions of them. Millions, tens of millions of people. Most people don't understand that Russia has a very dark past, and it's capable of repeating that. And it started by demonizing one group against another and claiming that they were going to destroy the nation. I find it interesting that the Biden speech the other day was a government message to the people that basically half of the population was demons trying to destroy the nation. Democracy and everything that is good about America. Basically, what we want is the one-party state where everybody agrees politically, religiously, ethnically, and they have to totally agree with us. But keep in mind that we're completely open and supportive of different people. Except the different people that we don't like. They're demons. And you can basically feel free to do whatever you want. And look what happened in North Dakota, I think it was. That kid was at a freedom rally and got in some sort of a discussion with some sort of lefty, and the guy ran him down with his car, chased him down, and then ran him down and killed him with his car. And when the police arrested him, he was like, that kid was a violent extremist trying to destroy our nation. 18-year-old kid. I'm sure you all know about that story by now. But this is how it begins. And if you heard any of the mainstream media outlets going, oh, this is really horrible, look what this guy did. He ran down this kid. That's terrible. Nothing. If you hear anything, it will be the political extremists is having a violent argument that ended up in an altercation where he was killed. And all the lefties and the media and everybody else can go, good. He deserved that. Why? Because he was in that hated group. You know, who is the hated group this time? Conservative white males, pretty much. You know, we are worthy of destruction. You know, it's almost cold out here. It's probably 52 degrees, 51 degrees. So I'm shivering a little bit. Sorry if the phone is shaking. But, yeah. So this is how it starts, my friends. It starts out innocently enough, causing the population to see that one group is against another. You know, and what if your job depended on you complying with that? What if your landlord had the ability to cancel your lease right in the middle of it and evict you because you had the wrong beliefs or you were in the wrong group? You know, what if they continue to demonize people, good citizens, hardworking people? You know, the way that the Germans did the Jews. You know, they were the ones they were the creators of so much of society. And had a lot of money in the bank, big families. And man, I've seen some horrifying images. They would take these people, they would round them up, and they would put them in a open-sided boxcar. Think about that. Open roof. No roof. Metal sides, 15 feet tall. 300 people in there. And they'd leave them until they all froze to death. Stuff like that. Horrifying things. But that was allowable. Because they convinced the populace that a certain group was evil, so it was justified. Nobody was like, oh, those poor people. They were like, good, less of them to deal with. Them versus us versus them. How does that start? It starts with Hitler's speech, which is much like Stalin's speeches, which is much like Hitler's speeches. It starts like that, by a corrupt leader, backed up by corrupt media, demonizing. Why? Power, control. The thing that they would love to do more than anything right now is basically take the Constitution and shred it. They definitely don't want us to have freedom of speech. They don't want us to have the ability to defend ourselves. They don't want us to be able to move around and be normal citizens unless we're part of the correct group. So I guess I'm kind of glad that I'm old, because I wouldn't make a good guard, and I can be homeless. I'm not worried about that. You know, I can drop off the political map and disappear in a heartbeat. I'm not overly attached to my technology or to my phone. I leave my phone laying around all over the place and go other places without it. So, you know, don't forget that as well. Your phone is listening to you all the time. You only have to say 2 words. You know, either bump bump Google or bump bump Siri. One of the 2, and you will get an answer. You'll see. Your phone will be sitting across the room, face down, and you'll say those words or something similar to it, and look at your phone. All of a sudden, the screen will light up. Oh, I'll be gone. It is listening all the time, huh? Yeah, all the time. So keep in mind that they'll use that as well. You know, how do you find out who the dissenters are? How do you find out who has the wrong political opinion? All you gotta do is listen to them, and then follow them around, see where they go, see what they buy. You know, when you use your card, you don't use cash, right? This is going the way of the dinosaur. That's their plan. I know this may sound like paranoid drivel, but it isn't. You know, once they eliminate cash, then they have absolute, complete control. They can shut you off at any time. They know what you're buying, where you're buying it, through your browser and your phone. They know what websites you're going to, where you're doing things, who you're visiting, because they have phones too, and they can see who's grouping up with who. We have given them, the big tech, which is government at this point, the ability to completely monitor us and control our resources. How many people have a $20 bill in their pocket right now? That's dangerous. You can't carry around money. You can lose money. If you lose your card, you just call and they'll give you another one. It's easy. Everybody takes it. A lot of places you can't even do business. Try to do business with Amazon without a credit card or a debit card. Can't do it. Or digital cash. Somehow you got to take this, turn it into digital. You got to go someplace and they'll charge you. Get it on your PayPal or whatever, but you have to have a bank account for PayPal. So again, everywhere you go, everything you do, everything you buy, and if anybody wants to dispute this, please, down below, dispute it. Let me know. Am I insane? Am I paranoid? I don't know. I do know that I see the beginnings. This is how it starts. And that when it does happen, if it does happen, I'm going to be old in between the cracks of the fence. They'll miss me completely. And I know how to survive. Good. My name is Jerome. I am the Sane Realist, and I don't know where this came from. I just decided to do it. Bye.